Someone from Instagram commented, "Show us how," on the video that I posted, the short that I posted on how fear leads to control and how that is controlling your reality. So that's what I'm going to do. Hi family, my name is Key and thank you so much for joining me on my journey. So today the topic is fear and control and how that is controlling your reality and the 3 tips that I have to help you overcome that and move past it all. So let's get right into it. Whatever you focus a lot of energy and brain space on is what you will continue to see in your reality. A lot of us, myself included, have the issue of worrying about things. Whether that's the past or the future, we worry about a lot of things. So all God, the universe, whatever higher power it is that you believe in, all they know is, okay, Kiana likes worrying. She likes stress. She likes fear. So let's give her some more of that, shall we? So in order to not let that fear, that worrying, take control over your life, you have to shift your mindset, your thinking from the negative to the positive. Instead of expiring so much energy on the things that you don't want to happen, you have to focus on the things that you do want to happen. Focus on, okay, how can I get to this? I don't want this, so I'm not even going to think about that. That's not even a possibility. But how can I get to what I want to happen? Okay? The second tip I have is to surrender. I believe that things were designed to happen a certain way at a certain time in your life for a reason. Whether that is to be a blessing, a lesson, a sign that you are out of alignment, a push in the right direction, etc. So when you're trying to control your environment, control things and people around you so that what you are fearful of doesn't happen, does that typically help? I found in a general sense, no, it doesn't. If something was meant to be a certain way, you can do all you can to try to prevent it, prolong it, and that might work for a little bit. But if something was meant to happen, it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So the best thing to do when you're in a place of fear is to surrender. That's the best thing that you can do. Surrender to God, surrender to the universe, surrender to the course of life, and trust and know with all of your knowing that everything is always working out for you in your highest good. Always. An affirmation I like to say to myself repeatedly throughout the day, especially in those moments, when you wake up but you're not fully awake, I say to myself, I am so lucky. Everything is always working out for me. Or everything is always working out for me for my highest good. And it's not enough to just say it. You have to actually believe it. Have a deep down knowing that this is true. That this is true for you. Everything is always working out for your highest good. And you have to believe that everything is already taken care of. Before it even becomes a worry, becomes a fearful thought, it is already taken care of for you. You have to know that and believe that wholeheartedly. Surrendering goes hand in hand with faith. You cannot surrender if you don't have faith that your higher power is already working things out for you. In fact, worrying a lot, being fearful, trying to control things, shows God and the universe that you don't trust them. You don't have no faith in them. You don't trust that they are already working things out for you. You don't think that they're doing their job good enough. You don't think they're doing their job. So you need to shift from that mindset that you currently have of fear, of control, of worrying, of anxiety, and shift to a mindset of trusting and knowing and surrendering so that fear will not even be a thing for you anymore because you just have this deep inner knowing that things are always working out for you for your highest good. The third and final tip that I have for you today is to be present. So fear Control accumulates when you are stuck living in the past or the future. So when you constantly are thinking about the past and things that happened, and you're trying to prevent them from happening again, or prevent them from happening in your present reality, you think that what you're really doing is preventing it, but what you're actually doing is just living in the past. You're so focused on your future and the things that you want to happen that is all you can think about. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having goals and taking steps towards your future. It's the worrying about the future where the issue comes in. That's what brings in the fear and the control. Thinking, what if this goes wrong? And what if this happens? And what if I don't get this job? And what if that person doesn't love me back? My love, your thoughts are so powerful. And this is it's a little off from the topic, but you really have to understand that. You thinking negatively brings those negative things into your reality, because that is what your energy is focused on, the negative. You have to stop that. So instead of thinking, what if this happens? What if this goes wrong? Why don't you try thinking, what if everything actually works out for my highest good? What if everything works out exactly how they're supposed to? What if everything actually works out for me? And even if that doesn't look exactly how you thought things would go or how you wanted them to pan out, it's still for your highest good, always. And you may not see that now, but in the future, you will surely understand. I've been in plenty of situations where things have happened that at the time I didn't want to happen, but then in the future, I understood exactly why those things happen. Even like a more specific example as far as the breakup. You break up with someone, and at the time you're sad. You're like, oh, I wanted to be with them. Obviously, depending on the situation. But I wanted to be with them. I really wanted it to work out. I wanted this outcome to happen, and it didn't happen. But instead of you being super down about that and just like, oh, now what? Think, this was for my highest good. It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't. Again, everything always works out for your highest good. Everything. So be present. Don't worry about trying to prevent things from the past reoccurring or future things not working out in your favor. Be present and grateful now. A great technique I found, when I feel like I'm about to spiral into anxiety or worrying about the future, thinking the things about the past. A great technique I found to be present is to focus on my 5 senses. What do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? What do I smell? What do I taste? That is a great technique to help you to be present and to shift your focus into the present moment. All right, family. So those were the 3 tips that I have for you to stop worrying, stop all of that fear nonsense and trying to control everything so that you can live a more happier and aligned life. I hope that you found this video informative. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, my name is Key, and thank you so much for joining me on my journey.